Okay, so as I said before, I actually hidden something here, so let me reset this. What I want to do if I go to this section is that this column, I wanted to offset it down the depth of the slab, which is 12. If you don't know where it is, you just select it, the slab. And it tells you it's pretty much 12 as we did before. You select this, it's embedded in the slab. So in order to offset it, you cannot just change one of the offsets because it changes only the point, the original or the ending point, the start point or the ending point. So you have to select all of the different beams, and I'm going to do that from the 3D. And I'm going to save because pretty much sure it's going to crash, to be honest. I'm going to go to the back or one of the elevations of my 3D, and I'm going to select like this. I know I'm selecting all the beams and probably some other things just in case. I'm going to go to filter and make sure that I only select the girders. Okay, you say okay, and here you change the offset to -1. Now you have to do it in both, and let's see if it crashes or not. Any bets? Surprise. What would be another way of doing that? It would be to create a level underneath the slab and placing the beams there. Okay, let me go to the section now and see if it has worked. You see how if I select the beam now, the top points are underneath the slab now. Okay, and the beam is exactly underneath the slab, which is what we want. Okay, so that's good. Next step. Now this is the details that we're going to have for each scenario, which is if you go to the sections, this I think is the brick wall. So this, if I go to shaded, you can see how here we're going to have the brick wall. I can go to detail as well. Fine. See how the brick wall meets the slab meets the foundation wall. So this is pretty much this little drawing here. Okay, we have the other one here. It's how the slab here meets the curtain wall meets the foundation wall underneath. So that's pretty much working okay. I'm going to go back to hidden line and course so I can work faster. Okay, I'm going to save that too. I'm going to do the steel structures now. It's a little bit of a trusses, okay? And we need to place some columns. How do we place columns? We know how to do that. What we're going to do is go to level 1. In your case, level 1 composite, no? From the floor plans. Now I'm going to place, here it goes step by step saying I want a column only in one building, the other one. I'm going to go and select column, structural. I was under structure. I'm going to say at grids. And I do not want concrete column, I want white flange column. I'm going to say 1049, select the grids, and then I'm going to say, well, first of all, you can even check. Actually, let me cancel that and repeat this again. I'm going to say columns, white flange, at grids. Cancel again. You have to say from where to where, like if it was any wall. No? So you want to say that this columns go from level 1, but you want to make them height to what we call actually level 3 we're going to create. Unless I'm missing one step here. Going too fast. I'm trying to get to the end without passing through the middle. Let me go to elevations first because we need to create a level first of it's called bottom of truss, okay? I'm going to move this it's 23 feet, so we can actually create another level. Just clicking on level. I know it's between 28 and 14, so I'm gonna start from the beginning here and wait to the end. I'm gonna call this bottom of truss. It's gonna ask me if I want to rename. Say yes. You click on the name and you say 23, and it goes up. Okay. So now yes, we can go to level 1. Say column structure. Make sure that the white flange column is 1049. You say add grids, but before grids, let's say height to the new level that we just created, which is called bottom of truss. Okay, we say add grids, select them. Now we can see them. There they are. You have to say finish. So I don't know if you recorded that part, but basically we're deleting all the columns here, so we end up with actually this configuration that you have in the top. No columns in the middle, none. You don't want that one in the end, and you want this configuration, which is 1, 2, 2, and 1. So 1, 2, 2, and 1. You have 1 in the perimeter all along. Perfect. So those 4, that's actually for the other one, and this one disappears. Is it? Yes. There. So just take a look at this phase. This is pretty much how it should look, and let's start putting some trusses to this. No, trusses are placed by going to structure, truss, and it's going to tell you, hey, there's no trusses loaded into the project. So you always say yes because you need trusses there. And let's see where they are. You have to go to truss. You go to structural trusses, meaning S for structural. At the bottom it says trusses here. Double click and you search for Pratt. I think it's called Pratt flat truss, which is a rectangular type of truss. Okay, so Pratt flat truss. Okay, you say okay, and the way you put trusses is similar to how you put the beams, as explained before. You just snap here to the top. You should see like that little point there. Be careful with the snapping configuration, and it kind of takes a lot of memory, at least in this computer, so be careful. I wonder if it's because I'm recording. Come on. So again, you should be much faster than this is going, because I guess it's while recording these computers go a little nuts. You wait for the same symbol, not the square. You have to wait for that little snapping there. You press and it creates something incredibly ugly, no? The reason why it does that is because it remembers the last time it did a beam. Okay, the beams were made in concrete. That doesn't mean that we want concrete. So we're going to select that one, edit the type, and here under the type you want to say what type of what is called the top chords, the vertical webs, and the diagonal webs. Okay, and the bottom chords should be. And you know, you're just going to say, come on. Here you're going to say the white flange, white flange. Oops. White flange, say OK. There you go. Okay. Perfect. Now, this truss should be reference level bottom of truss. Remember that. So it's really on top of the column exactly. Perfect. So I'm going to stop that.